What's up, Galaxy? It's time for Bantha Soup! Hello and welcome to Bantha Soup, a show where everything Star Wars related is up for discussion. We're talking movies, TV shows, books, comic books, video games, and my personal favorite, Star Wars toys! I'm good. Well, my name is Gil Garcia and I'm gonna be your host. Now I realize it doesn't get any nerdier than this. A guy in his man cave making Star Wars movies. Now fair warning, we're gonna be talking some serious Star Wars details. Let's connect, let's share, let's talk, let's communicate, and let's just rock out on some Star Wars! Now I come from an entire family of Star Wars fans. That's why I'm really excited / proud to introduce my two co-hosts for the show. Now if anybody can talk Star Wars, this guy can. From movies, music, toys, we've definitely had some awesome Star Wars adventures back in the day. Let's give a nice big Wookiee round of applause for my brother, Jono Garcia.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Bantha Soup. Jono Garcia coming at you from Dallas, Texas. Just wanted to say that I'm really excited to get this going. Really pumped to be doing this with my brothers. Grew up watching Star Wars and obsessed with Star Wars, growing up with them. Don't know why it took us this long to do it, but here we go, and it's gonna be awesome.
Now my second co-host has also been a Star Wars fan since day one. He is by far the best Battlefront player I have ever seen. He brings a fresh, new, young perspective on the entire franchise. He's super knowledgeable. He's also my littlest brother. Let's give a nice big Bantha Eve applause for Marcus Garcia.
Start your engine!
What's up, Galaxy? It's me, Marcus, and I will be your second co-host for the show.
So for our first episode, we thought it would be a good idea just to give a quick rundown about who we are, what we hope to accomplish with the show, how we hope to connect with you out there in the galaxy through Facebook and just communication, and just what Star Wars means to us overall, the impact that it's had on pop culture, what they've done in the past, what they're doing today, and what they have planned on in the future. So I guess there's nothing left to do but to just jump on right in. So let's start off this Jedi Knights of the Round Table discussion. So guys, what was your first time watching Star Wars? What movie was it? And what kind of impact did it have on your life? Jono, I'll start with you.
Okay, so first of all, don't judge me. Do not judge me. I can feel the judgment already. I haven't even said it, and you'll know why. So my first movie, I'm gonna have to go with the one that really put an impact on how I view Star Wars, and it was the start of like this obsession, one that affected my life the most. And don't judge me, please, but it was Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Yeah, I knew you were gonna judge me. Okay, but please, just keep an open mind. A really, really big open mind. I actually like this movie. I know. When the movie came out, they went all out with action figures and toys. As soon as you would go into Toys R Us or Walmart, you would see two completely full aisles of toys stocked from head to toe. Incredible. I had never seen anything like that. As a kid, growing up with playing with toys, that's like a dream come true. Episode 1 took lightsaber battles to a completely different level. It was insane. The acrobatics, Ray Park dominating the Darth Maul role. Incredible. Probably my second favorite character of all time. He's incredible. Didn't say much, didn't have to. Looked really cool, looked terrifying. When I think of Sith, that's the guy I think of. He's got the horns, he's got the makeup, he's got the teeth, he's got the eyes. He's awesome with the lightsaber. He can flip, he can do all of this stuff. Apparently he lives. that's another topic. Don't really agree with that, but okay. Obi-Wan is like this old man. New young Obi-Wan in training. Seeing how like back then he was awesome. That was really cool. I think Ewan did a great job. Probably the fact that his uncle was Wedge Antilles in the olds, that kind of like put a little fire behind you. Oh, and then Qui-Gon Jinn, my favorite Jedi. But it's just like the way he carried himself as a Jedi. You were able to see how a Jedi is supposed to be. He's like the model Jedi. There's some downfalls.
We suppose maybe one or two a little bitty accidentes. This is lovely.
So I realized one of the debates about this movie was the fact that it was really long. It felt really long. All 6 times we saw it in the theaters. Yep, 6 times. At some point in there, you start kind of spacing out. Spacing out, pun. I think it was around that time when they start doing the political stuff. As a kid, you don't really get that much. As I watch it now, it's awesome. I don't care what you think about it. I don't care what you say about it. That movie's good. The point is, the movie had a great story. It had some depth to it, and I feel like movies like Episode 3 should have been that movie, or like a Part 1, Part 2, you know? But Episode 1 probably made the biggest impact, and that's the movie that changed my life.
Dude, you'll get no judgment here. I too am a fan of Episode 1, and nobody can deny the marketing campaign, the energy, and excitement that Phantom Menace and the rest of the prequels brought with them. How about you, Marcus?
I'd have to say that my first ever Star Wars movie was A New Hope. My dad showed me the original VHS copies of A New Hope, and it just blew my mind, and I've loved Star Wars ever since. So I watched A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi all in one night. And I was just blown away the next day. I could not stop watching Star Wars. And it made a great, great impact on my life. I still love Star Wars till this day, as you can tell.
So I'm going to go ahead and say, having a brother like me, you guys pretty much had no choice but to be Star Wars fans. I mean, come on. But, I mean, yeah, for me, I must have been 4 or 5 years old. It was our dad's classic, unaltered VHS versions. And I'm talking Han Shot First awesomeness. I'm talking Sly Snoodles. That was all until this guy came along. Face punch! So yeah, for me, the earliest memory I have of watching Star Wars was actually Return of the Jedi. I remember watching Jabba the Hutt, seeing Boba Fett, just how menacing Vader was, and when Luke finally took his helmet off at the end, I was just like... So, watching the movies on top of playing with Dad's vintage collection figures, it was like all over for me. And then like in 1995 when Power of the Force 2 came out, and then I get to collect my own Star Wars figures. Look out! It's monkey-faced Leia! It was just too good to be true. It was a recipe for awesomeness. Oh, and the Ewoks. I'm an Ewok guy. Love the Ewoks. I don't care. I love them.
And the force be with you.
Okay guys, it's time for Com Talk, the part of the show where we talk about our favorite sources of Star Wars news. So in the last couple months, I have been on a crazy podcast rampage. I cannot get enough. I came across an amazing podcast channel called Galaxy of Toys. Now this podcast is specifically all about Star Wars collecting, action figures, miscellanea, and just what it means to grow up Star Wars. Now the guys over there, Jason, Ryan, Chris, Tom, and Jake, they have some amazing stories. They take you right back to the glory days of collecting. They started their roots back to the vintage line, but they now progress to the modern line, except for Tom. But it's a super great source of Star Wars news of the past, present, and future. Everything that's coming out, just an amazing source of Star Wars collecting. Hey Galaxy, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, tell your friends, let's keep it going. Please look out for episode 2 where we talk about our top 7. My name is Gil, and this is Bantha Soup.